going guys? But yeah. Alright, how is it going guys? So welcome to Series 2, Episode 1, and what I'd like to quickly say is I've been pretty busy recently, so I haven't actually been able to get around to actually editing this video, but I finally actually got the time to, so I'm actually creating this now. And one good thing out of this is that I'm kind of like getting you all up to date really where I am. I haven't far through Episode 2 yet, so that means I can catch up quite easily, which means I can get some decent live streams out, so that's kind of cool to know. But anyways, welcome to Series 2, and people may be wondering why I'm actually splitting this up series. There are going to be some huge changes throughout this, but I don't know what I'm going to do. Normally when a series will end, it should like end with a huge thing achieved, but overall, the biggest change that's going to be happening in this series, I'm sure some of you are not happy to see, is the fact that my attack level is 61, and my combat is 111. What is that about? So I'm sure, because I've got this video up kind of late, I think most people will know by now that I have actually already trained attack. The video I uploaded with Eco, but by the time I actually uploaded that, I already had 70 attack, but I couldn't actually get around to even uploading that video, so that video came out like 2 days late, but overall, not really a problem. But I've completed my attack goal now, and I've achieved the 60 attack, and, well, sorry, 70 attack, and that is done with, so there is actually no going back. So this is actually a huge change, so all I have to say here is I hope that 70 attack is actually hopefully a good change. I mean, I can't really see any negatives to it. The only negatives I can see are people that don't really like the fact of 670 attack, but I don't know, to myself, I don't think I can see any negatives to the fact of me getting attacked, so I believe that from here, only positive things can come out of my videos, so that should be cool. But yeah, to start this series off, getting attack is probably a very huge change, so maybe it's good that I actually get that part over with early on in the episodes towards the end. But this is actually one of the first things I actually did when I actually started Series 2. I mean, when I started Series 2, I was like, right, I'm going to record this video with Vico, and then I'm going to go 70 attack and start my Series 2. So as you can see, I'm going to get into this, just look at my inventory. What a beautiful sight. If it actually goes back on it, please just do. Evil. It's the final inventory. Look at those defenders. Cannot wait to use all those in the whips. That's going to be fun. I've also got a clue scroll as well. I do that later on in the episode, so don't look forward to that. I mean, actually, it's not really that good to look forward to. But still, the clue scroll's a clue scroll. I haven't done a clue scroll in like a bazillion years, so I don't even know the last time I actually did a clue scroll. The last time I did was probably when I slayed for money, and that was a very long time ago, let's just say that. So, to do a clue scroll, kind of new, but maybe I'll try and do that as a, maybe I'll do a few clue scrolls out in the series. If I hit a Zammy page, that's 5 mil made, and for those that are saying I should go pickpocket hams to get small clue scrolls, that's boring. We have to get some hard ones and do those, and third age van braces or something, and just be like, yes, because that would be beautiful, but it's never going to happen. I'm not very lucky at all, but here we go. This is me actually getting 70 attack. As usual, when I try to quick chat a level, I always hit terrible, which means everyone's like, what the hell's happening? And I'm like, hit, and I can't, and then I hit, and then I get 70 attack, and my friend, I did try to keep 70 attack as quiet as I possibly could, but unfortunately, somehow, even though I privated my adventures log, people actually found out about it, and I was like, what? And I joined my friend's chat, and everyone was like, Adam, QC your attack level. I was like, how did everyone find out? And I was well upset, because I wanted it to be kind of a surprise. It wouldn't be a big surprise, but I still want it to be some sort of surprise. So here we go. I'm actually wielding my first Abyssal Whip on this account, and probably my first one on an account I actually own for a very long time. So there we go. I actually love it. I mean, I haven't used a whip in such a long time, so I'm actually really looking forward to it. And it cost me about $200 to get 60 attack. I mean, 70 attack, sorry. Like, you can see I've got 60 here, but I bought spins, obviously, so I actually teleported straight away to 70, and that's obviously a joke, but it's a bad joke, because nobody laughed at it, because everyone knew I'm lying, and it's just a lie, it's not a joke. Oh, I'm going to shut up now. But yeah, I got, for anyone wondering, I got 27 defenders going from 60 to 70, so I'm probably going to lose all those in maybe 4 days. I don't know if I actually PK solidly for 4 days, but people may say, why did I properly get 70 attack first herb switch? Is it a good one? That's pretty nice. I'm happy with that. Hey, that's a good one. That's a great one for the first series. That was just go away, get out of here. That's a horrible herb switch. But people may say, why did I get 70 attack? And some people are probably going to say because I wanted to PK with attack. Main reason I did it is because I want to try some new things out in the game. 70 attack opens so much content for me that I can just do so much more, which you'll see later on in this episode. But yeah, PKing as well. It will be fun to try all these weapons that I can try in the wilderness. I believe I'm probably going to go through pretty much what I did with 60 attack is go through every single 70 attack weapon, and hopefully I'll be still below 80 attack by then, but it should be fun. I mean, my milestones are 70 attack, and then it's going to be 75 for God Swords, and then of course it'll be 78 for the PvP weapons, and of course 80 for Chaotix. And for those wondering, when it comes down to PvP weapons, how the hell am I going to earn 50 mil to buy a Vestas Longsword? And that's exactly why this series is here. Just the fact that I have to earn maybe, I don't know, I mean, so far I'd probably say I've earned maybe 50 mil on the series. I mean, I have to do 3 weeks again of the series just to earn a Vestas Longsword to make a PK commentary with. Yeah, it's quite a bit there. So, falling off from Series 2, I actually lost my Witch Doctor Mask near the end, so I actually got it back for the 3rd time. And I believe I'm probably going to start doing this weekly and just stack them up in the max. I keep losing them. Like, I'm not used to ever since like they removed untradables, I'm just not used to them anymore of actually going back to loot my things. Now, most of the time I do remember, but every now and then when I have a death where I just want to go kill myself because it was that unlucky, I always forget. So, anyway, that's about that. I mean, but anyways, moving on to this, I actually, straight after 70 attack, this is actually the first thing I was going to do after I got 70 attack, but there's a few things I wanted to do. But I went and made myself a Catagon 200, which is a 1 tier up from my Argonite 2H, which was kind of cool to get rid of. Obviously, because people don't really use these weapons in Dunge much, not the hugest difference. For those saying, why don't I use a Primal Maul? I don't use a Primal Maul because the 2H is a lot more versatile, because it has, obviously, more, like, it has Slash, it has Crush, it's got them both really, it can be used for anything, and the 2H, I mean the Maul only has Crush, which means that it can only crush things, which means when I get to anything that has very high Crush defense, I'm going to hit terrible, which is going to suck. Anyways, that's the end of the floor. For anyone that actually watched my video where I was, when I failed that monolith, which I uploaded a couple of days ago, that was actually the same floor as that, but I obviously uploaded that as a separate video, so I didn't throw it in here. But, yep, that was that. So I had my Argonite 2H. I wanted to try and do something new. So this is something that I hope that I will be able to do a lot throughout this Series 2 to try to bring some huge variety of content in. But I actually go to gear up to go and solo the Bandos boss. We'll see how that goes in a minute, obviously, when the clips start playing. But yes, the solo Bandos boss, some people are going to say, now, why am I using an Abyssal Whip? Obviously, it's going to come in a minute. Obviously, I'm borrowing my claws off a friend, AJ's Legion. Thanks a lot for the claw. I got them for free because it's a friend, so I believe friends don't charge me for claws. But yeah, if I ever need to urgently, I can always go with the Jeans, get like a 10k per hour wrist lend or something. I mean, I only like them for 3 hours, although I only wanted them for 1 hour. But yeah, going Bandos. And as you can see here, I actually got my kill count with my D-skim so that I could actually keep my like attack experience as low as possible so that I don't train too much attack experience. Well, some people here, I'm sure, are going to say, why am I using a whip when I could use a Sarah sword and actually save myself some defense? I mean, some attack experience. And the reason is, I wanted to like kind of, I don't know, I mean, just to try the whip out. I mean, I don't mind. I probably will use the whip out of the wilderness until 75 attack, because until then, I have a lot of things. Once I unlock the God Swords from there, I'm probably going to PK 100% of experience from 75 to 80, so that's still going to take a very long time. But until then, I'm kind of willing to actually use my whip outside the wilderness for things like PVM, like Bandos boss. I don't want to take a Saraswati. I kind of need the defender bonus. That's kind of needed, but unfortunately, pretty much as soon as I entered the room, I got crushed straight away by a max main. But overall, the absolute carnage of a 60 attack, so playing the full clip here, but just, I mean, just watch my hits now. I mean, oh, sorry, 70 attack even, but if you actually watch, it's just, I think at the end of the score, like by the time I started hitting pretty bad, it was about 6, it went like 6-1 to me, like kills in a row. Like most, you can watch the kill count, although I didn't actually put his kills in where he actually got the drop. I only put the ones where I did, so you'll see the differences, obviously, because obviously if he gets the drop, I get nothing, so that's kind of obvious, but kind of pointless to say. But unfortunately, I actually killed the minions every single time, so I was tanking quite a lot. But throughout this, I actually found out that during Bandos, I barely used any supplies, if any at all. The minions don't seem to be that powerful against 40 defense, so that's kind of cool. So I will probably be doing a bit of duoing some God Wars dungeon bosses. I'll probably duo them all. I don't think Zamrak is actually worth doing, but maybe just throw some content into the series. I'll probably go to Zammy boss with a friend or something. I don't know how long I'm going to last. Like, I don't have like 10 hours of clips, but normally what I'm going to do is just record the like the last kill on the boss, which is obviously showing me get the last hit all the time. So I'm tanking the minions, and then just kind of show the items. Like, I don't know why this is still playing. I apologize for that. I try to keep them short from now on, but overall, if I just show the last hit on the boss, show the drop appear, you kind of like see what I get there. But once again, I've got another full one. What is this? Why don't I cut these down? I'm a peasant, but it doesn't really matter. I'm sure you most of you seem to enjoy the long content. So even in my very short time of actually soloing Bandos, I actually learned that already I can actually change the ticks on my weapons, so I can actually soul split every single hit without actually having the what's the word? The fear of being hit by its melee attack. Like, the intervals on the weapons are all perfect, which means as soon as it does its melee attack, I will have protect from melee at the time, even if I soul split one particular before. So that's kind of cool, which means I can obviously heal a bonus life. I think you might see it a bit here. Yeah, you can see it here. Like, you may think I'm actually getting hit by its melee attack here, but I'm actually not, so that's cool. And yes, I didn't get the last hit, success, but that's kind of cool. So I should be able to stay at Bandos quite a while. But for those wondering how long this is going to last, I did call a friend to come and anti-crash. So I mean, it was about 1 AM I was doing this. I just wanted to do a quick Bandos solo trip and then go to sleep. And a guy crashed me and I was there, and I used like practically no supply, well, maybe a brew or two for like so long. And I was just like, oh, why did you have to crash me? I just want to go to sleep. And it was just horrible. It wasn't very happy business. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I got tons of drops and it was kind of cool. But yeah, you can see my friend turn up and it's exactly the same guy who lent me the claws. So here you go, this is him leaving. He actually lent me a yak pouch because I brought only one yak, so I expected to stay there for about an hour, so that kind of sucked. But overall, I showed the Bandos drops, but I would have to say right now, Bandos soloing is definitely not the way to go with 40 defense without some better gear. I was getting carnage, and I was actually raging pretty hard. My first solo after the guy left, I was like, and I don't know if a rune 2-hand is rare. If it's rare, please don't tell me, because I may have to kill someone, because if that's a Bandos piece that I actually lost out on there, oh, it's painful. For those wondering how close I get to death all the time, I almost died here like 50 times because I kept, I don't know, I just take stupid risks. I don't know why, I can't save, I just can't. I have to, look at that, I was like 1 HP then. I mean, I just have to take risks, and of course it's going to backfire on me, and eventually I'm going to die, and it's going to suck, but, that's my fault entirely. But, oh, here's some prayer toggle, let's see if it actually dies in time. I think that should have been a, I don't even know that one. That looked like I would have got hit, but it actually hit 0. Lucky me. But yeah, Bandos soloing was definitely not the way to go. I was getting carnage like 6+ brews per kill, which is obviously about 30k, and every drop at Bandos is probably about 40k. So overall, if I had to add up all the kills together, I probably did actually profit, so that's not too bad. And once again, I don't know why this is not fast forwarded. I need to learn to edit. I told you I didn't really have much time to get around to this, so I kind of did rush it because I really wanted to get it out. But in my opinion, as long as I'm actually commentating the clips, you should be able to watch them like without too much pain. As long as it wasn't a clip of me like right-clicking every item in my bank. I really don't know, but it would just be painful to watch that. But as long as I keep the commentary on, it's fine. But anyways, to sum up this clip here, obviously, quickly, I'm actually taking everything out of my bank from Series 1, so I was actually going to do this at the start, but I edited the whole thing, and I was just like, oh wait, I forgot to do it, and I was like, ugh, I cannot be bothered fixing all that, so I do apologise, but I was actually going to sum up Series 1 at the start. Like, my idea was just to go, like, previously on Series 1, and just be like, move on to something like, stop taking this so seriously, blah, 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 like, move on to that. I wasn't actually going to do that, but it would have been funny to do for, like, well, it wouldn't have been funny knowing me. I can't really pull that stuff off. But yeah, I was going to probably throw that on the start and actually show you a recap of Series 1 for any potential new viewers. Like, there may be some new viewers watching this. I don't know if you're subscribed to me, like, from my, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Possibly. I'm not going to say there's no one there, but this is me pretty much. I sell everything that I had overall just to get my cash pile to a decent amount. So for anyone wondering why my cash pile keeps disappearing to, if you didn't notice at the start, I bought a Sarah sword, which is obviously about 6 mil. So that did drain my cash a bit. And yeah, I just wanted to get some of the items out of my bank, sell them all, get some profits up, and see where I actually stand at the start of the series, so we can see how I progress throughout Series 2. Now, I don't know, is that something? Is it Season 2 or Series 2? Because I prefer Series 2, but I really don't know. And here we go, I'm going to talk about this. This is going to be a little side goal. I'm going to try and earn 100 rune sets from the side. Now, this includes the rune kite, obviously. So now that I'm actually 70 attacking, even more difficult to find people with rune kites. The majority of people, I believe, are going to have obby shields or rune defenders. So we'll see what happens. But anyways, this is my first time PKing with 70 attack in a very long time. So I didn't actually fast forward the first fight. Just well, it's a quite a good one. So straight away, like 451 with the whip right there, including the soaking. This is the first fight I actually had. So toggled off my thing, did some old school here. We go hovering over the skill, waiting for a big XP drop, and then we go in for like everything we need to. So it was like, yeah, it's pretty nice. It wasn't amazing. I much prefer having the XP drops on, as you will see in the future clips. But I had to show you the first fight, so that was my first fight of 60 attack. I'm not going to throw any spoilers out for anything, but some people are going to ask me, what do I think of 60 attack? And I'm sure I'm going to have some load of questions about this, like, do I regret it or anything like that? And as of the time now, I've barely PK'd with 70 attack yet. I will have to like, give it some more time to actually properly get used to attack, and obviously maybe train a few attack levels and just get used to it and all that. But so far, I don't regret attack. I mean, I've not even used it fully yet. I don't think I will regret attack. We'll have to see in the future. And right here, I do say N1 as I died. Now, just to cover this up, I wasn't trying to be like cocky by saying it. I actually said nice one because that was a nice kill. Now, I know I do fast forward to the end, so you missed part of it, but the fact that I was ready for the battle axe to hit me first, and the guy I was fighting pulled the maul out one tick before the hit. I didn't expect it, and I died, and it was just like, oh man, that was brilliant. And yeah, it really did. But that's my first death. Kind of a really good one. I mean, like, oh, that's a beautiful hit there. Seeing these massive XP drops is kind of cool. I have had a few ridiculous combos with 70 attack, but yeah, we've yet to get one. But people are going to ask when's my first commentary with the 70 attack. I'm not 100% sure when my first one will be. I'll probably get around to it. At the moment, I'm kind of just like outside, like PKing at the moment, and just doing some other really things. Well, not other really things, but just doing some things. Like, I have some small goals which I'll talk about now. I'm actually trying to try, I don't know if I can, but I might try and earn 10,000 herbs from farming instead of selling them like every time I get them. But to earn 10,000, if I'm probably gonna do snapdragons or maybe a variety of different herbs. I'm not 100% sure, but I just want to like earn like sub goals like 100 rune sets, 10,000 herbs, and just have those. Like, if I do get like 10,000 herbs, let's say it was snapdragons, that's 70 mil just chilling there that I probably won't notice leave my bank much, because the seeds will cost maybe, let's say the seeds cost about 40 mil, let's say, something like, probably about less than that, probably about 35 mil or something. I'm not going to notice that leave if I buy like 100 seeds. That's going to last me like a week. So as long as I make over 3.5 mil a week, the money I actually see from the seeds go isn't going to add up that much, and I won't notice it, but the herbs will. And when I get to 10,000 herbs, so just put those in the Grand Exchange and have 70 mil profit just from that is going to be quite nice. So yeah, that's another goal I'm going for. The 100 rune sets, however, it's probably going to take quite a long time, but hey, I'll slowly get there. Yeah, we'll just see what happens. I might just try save up like 1,000 rune boots as well, because I do stack rune boots up quite often. So this clip here, I have to talk about this. It was so evil. Now you may say I click off him. The guy was deathmatching me. He wasn't risking too much, but he was deathmatching. So I actually venged up and took all my armor off and just killed him to the vengeance. So that's kind of, you could call that lame. I don't know. You could call it something brilliant. So I don't know. Some of you may burst out laughing when that happened, but I don't know. I just felt like doing something evil. I actually typed that right now. I think it's man that's evil. Yeah, the man that was evil. Oh, I did feel quite evil after doing that, but I just had to do it. It's kind of hilarious at the time, but yeah. Anyways, this is my second death with attack, and I got completely, yeah, as you can see, defired on the first bolt. That guy murdered me. And what I wanted to quickly say is I did actually fight him again after that in the gear that I'm using now, and he killed me in probably the same speed, if not less. But yeah, I didn't record it. I didn't actually turn the recorder on. That's how fast I got KO'd, really. So that was a nice kill. A nice like 3 hit, was that? 4 hit? I think it was 4 hit, definitely, because I hit a 0 in there. I don't know. I don't actually know. It was kind of quick. But yeah, that's when I, well, I died again to that guy, and it was such a quick death that I actually rage quit live, because it was just, I didn't even know, it was just horrible. But yeah, I go and do my clue scroll now. So I think I may actually try and do a fair few clue scrolls throughout this series. I mean, I want to try and hit, like, if I hit a Zami page, that's 5 mil just from that, I think. So that's just a huge boost. And obviously, clue scrolls are something you don't see often. They're kind of enjoyable to do. I remember, does anyone remember that elite clue scroll I had back in the day that I said I was going to do that I never did? Never did it. I dropped it. I remember dropping it. This bit's kind of cool. Watch this. Just going to do this in sound. So, get the box. Back to back. I was like, yes, thank you. And I was like, boom. And I was like, yes. And then, unfortunately, oh, almost. But yeah, this clue scroll, I don't know how long it actually took me. I didn't fully time it, but it doesn't really matter now. I actually believe, oh, I forgot to fast forward it again. Damn it. It doesn't really matter. I actually started doing a puzzle box, and I believe I actually did the start of it, like, and then I started the recording. But I time it from here, so now that it's X1 speed, you'll be, yeah, look, I still like the top row, but now it's X1 speed, you can kind of see how fast I actually do this. But I was actually going to fast forward it. Now, I don't really take pride in the fact that I can do these. I don't even know if this is fast. I just decided to throw it in there anyway, because I'm not sure. Some people say, I've actually been paid before to actually do a puzzle box for someone, because obviously I have to trust them to actually log on people's accounts, but someone actually paid me to do a puzzle box for them, so I am fairly good at them. I remember I was useless at them. When I was doing Monkey Madness for my first time, a long time ago, I couldn't do the puzzle, and I was actually at my cousin's house at the time, and I was asking his parents to see if anyone of them were any good at it, and then I ended up, I just didn't do it. I mean, I didn't want to pay the 200k, because back then it was like my bank, so I didn't want to cash it out when I could wait a few days and just get it done then, so that was kind of a strange story. But yeah, now I'm actually really good at these things. I don't know where I actually got good at it, but I kind of just did, and that was just kind of cool. I don't really know, but for those wondering how to do these, it's really easy. Just look up any guide, and it always says like do the top row, the second row, the third row, the bottom left corner, and the bottom right corner. Dead easy. Obviously it takes a bit of practice to get good at, but I mean, I'm not trying to say that I'm incredible at these. It took me quite a while to actually do these, but this is a fairly fast one, and like I said, this is supposed to be fast forwarded, so apologies once again for that. Now some people, actually I don't want to keep this about a puzzle box that no one really cares about, but yeah, I'll try to get off this topic now. But moving on, the clue itself probably took me maybe 15-20 minutes to actually do. So, I mean, if I do clue scrolls, and maybe if I did 100 clues, I average maybe 600k. If it takes me 20 minutes to do, well, maybe some clues will take longer than 20 minutes. So if it takes a bit longer than that, then obviously I'm making 600k in half an hour. Maybe that's good money, that. I mean, it's not bad. It's not as good as some of the other money-making methods that I have access to, but it gives huge variety, and it's kind of enjoyable to do. So maybe I will try to do that, and we'll find out. Maybe I'll do an average of a certain amount of clues to see how much I actually make. Now here we go. I was trying to try and get hold of my sextant, and I couldn't actually remember how to do it, and I actually just like I was told it was the observatory guy, but I read a guide and I didn't read the whole thing. I read the first line, and it was just talking about how you have to talk to this guy to start it, and then you have to go to Murphy to actually get it. So that wasted me quite a bit of time, but at least as soon as I finished this, I knew straight away how to actually do this. So obviously I got off to Versi, and if Crow's watching this video, oh, he's not going to be happy with that name that I spotted. I recorded that purposely just to put in this video. Now this guy actually started following me, so I believe these are actually, well, they probably are bots. But here we go. I get my sextant back, which is it only took me 5 minutes to get that or so that wasn't too bad. But my clue location was actually the one behind the nature spirit location. So this was quite a thing. I found a new gambling method. If you bet 50 mil there, and if you fall, it's X2. I mean, if you fall, you lose. But yeah, this is about the end of Series 2, so I did get try to be a bit cocky here. Watch this, you're switching to defense style and switching back at the last moment. I don't know why I did this, I just felt like doing it because I'm recording. You know, when I'm recording, I have to make the clips more, you have to be watching the clip like, oh god, don't do defense or something like that, but I really don't know. But that's pretty much it for Series 2, Episode 1, so thank you very much for watching. Really hope you're actually going to look forward to this series. I certainly am. The ratings on my, I believe actually, Series 1, Episode 9 actually was my first video to ever hit 2,000 likes, or to be so close to 2,000 likes. It's kind of just a huge jump. It's really nice to see. And then I believe Series 1, Episode 10 was actually close to being my first video to 1,000 likes without me asking, which is also cool. So thanks for watching Episode 1 of Series 2, guys. I hope you are looking forward to Episode 3, and I'll definitely get some live streams out, as this is actually pretty much where I am up to in the series, but we'll see what happens. So once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all soon.